of the road. If that's not practical, please hold them or have them easily in your reach. Remain seated till we come to a complete stop. Keep all your body parts inside the car. No eating, please. No smoking. Thank you. We're on our way now to Spitz Creek Depot at the far north end of Greenfield Village. That's the top of the map. The white building here is the Susquehanna Plantation. Built in the very early 1800s, come to us from St. Mary's County, Maryland on the Patuxent River. 700 acres of tobacco, wheat, and corn. The rust-colored building is the oldest American-made building in Greenfield Village, dating to the early 1600s. It's the Plimpton House, where Mr. and Mrs. Plimpton raised 7 children in that one-room building in South Sudbury, Massachusetts. The windmill is the Ferris windmill, considered the oldest in the United States, built in 1640 on Cape Cod. It was a gift to Henry Ford by his National Dealer Association in 1936. The dark gray building next to us, the Daggett Farmhouse, dated to 1754 from Andover, Connecticut. If you get the opportunity, stop back. Talk to the people inside their imperial clothing. They love to talk about life in this country before the American Revolution. To the left, wonderful percher-on draft horses, those gentle giants that do a lot of work in Greenfield Village, pulling the carts and wagons and working the farms. They get their legs off the hard surfaces of Greenfield Village, back out onto terra firma for about 3 or 4 days in the road, relaxing before they're put back into service throughout the village. The historic locomotive pulling us today is the number 1 Edison, a conglomeration of locomotives that Henry Ford put together in 1932 at the Rouge plant. The basis of it goes back to 1870. And on the right side, that 8-foot serpentine wall was built in 1953, separating Greenfield Village from the Ford test track, where cars and trucks are tested before production. Those birds out on the left are wild turkeys. The area we're going through now is a wetland and wildlife preserve. There are some white-tailed deer, fox, and coyote back here. Various birds such as blue herons, white egrets, red-tailed hawks, cormorants, and turkeys. The steam you saw coming out the left-hand side is the process steam locomotives go through the first boiler from the water. It's called a blowdown. But Henry Ford is a non-profit, independent educational institution not affiliated with the Ford Motor Company or the Ford Foundation. We are supported by our donors, our members, and our guests. field, or the open field on the left, is the Walmart Grove. It's activities field. Throughout our season, we do many things in the park out here. During the summertime, every Saturday and Sunday, it's dedicated to historic baseball, usually 1867 baseball rules, where baseball gloves are not used, and they are partial to the game being used. The buildings up on the hill are the backside of the Horses and Pilots District. The red brick building is Noah Webster's home. The large yellow complex we're approaching is the Henry Ford Academy, a charter high school. Over 525 students attend. They're selected through a lottery system from Wayne County. Graduation rate exceeding 95%. The curriculum focus is on science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. The 10th, 11th, and 12th graders have classrooms here in the village. The 9th graders are in the indoor museum. When Henry Ford opened Greenfield Village in 1929, he wanted to convey the inspiration of the American genius to the students. With Henry Ford, it was always students first. He could be seen with them in the classrooms and on field trips. He wanted to inspire them to America's traditions of ingenuity, resourcefulness, and innovation. We continue that here today. The 3 Pullman cars we're approaching are attached in the center. They're part of the senior class classrooms. On the left side of the small white stone building is the Martha Mary Chapel, a non-denominational chapel, very popular for weddings throughout our season. The name comes from Henry Ford's mother-in-law, Martha, and Mother Mary. It's one of the original buildings here. The green building is the Taste of History. It's a cafeteria-style restaurant. Connected to it a little farther down is a white building, and that's the Eagle Tavern, built in 1830 in Clinton, Michigan, about 50 miles away. There's where you can experience a sit-down meal that people serve in the interior of the building. We'll be making a slight right turn here, heading on to Railroad Junction, stopping at the 6th Street Depot platform. It'll be a 4-minute stop and then depart for the main gate Firestone Station. If you choose to get off here, it's a short walk over to the 1913 Herschel Spin and Carousel, the playground, Edison Illuminating Company on Smith Street Depot. And once we do the park here, Conductor Christine will take you up to the main gate for a couple of round trips. Remain seated, wait for that whistle, please.